Hello and welcome to Writer Rant, author advice in 5 minutes or less because I have to get back to writing and so do you. So this week I want to kind of add to something that I talked about last week, which was comparing books when you're sending out a request for a review. Now I get it. There's a lot of authors out there who are trying to make it, who are trying to do their best. And so what they'll do is they'll kind of lurk on Amazon and they'll look for people who've reviewed a book that's very similar, comparative to the book that they've written. And so then they will go through Amazon's channels and they will click on the person's profile and they will send that person an email, essentially unsolicited, and say, hey, you really like this book? Hey, I've got a book. You should read my book. And they'll either, say, hey, we can send you a copy, uh, either paperback or ebook or whatever, and try and get a review out of it. Because we all know that the more reviews you have on Amazon and Goodreads, the better visibility your book's going to have. I get that. However, as a reviewer myself, there are some things that really kind of bug me with people who essentially, out of nowhere, request that I read their book. And a lot of it comes to I'm really busy. Like I'm writing my own books. I'm putting up reviews for other material. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I don't have time to waste essentially on a book that I don't know the author. I don't know if this is worth my time. And so a lot of times I have conditions that need to be met. So it's either you send me a paperback so I can donate it to National Novel Writing Month, the region that I manage as the municipal liaison for it's a prize. Hey, your book gets out to a reader, or at least someone who's a writer, so who can understand you. But it's like it's either that or review one of my books because I'm also wanting reviews, or if you're want to be a beta reader for one of my other novels, hey, it's got to be worth my while. And so the real trick is, you really don't want to force your book on to a reviewer. They kind of have to want to read it. There's at least a few reviews that I've been requested for that I just ignored. I just deleted those emails. So I looked at the book and I'm like, nope, this is not stuff that I read. And so I know it's not going to be worth my time. And yeah, I mean, I'm starting to expand my horizons in terms of genres, but I want to do that on my own terms and not necessarily on, hey, you reviewed a book. Great, I wrote a book. Here, review it. And it's like, hey, I got to get something out of this too. And honestly, it's like, I don't know who these people are. So again, you got to make it worth the reviewer's while to review your book. And it's like, I get it. As an author, it's our baby. We really like we've written and we think it's the best thing ever. But honestly, if you're kind of an unknown, if you're doing it independently, there's a lot of stuff that you got to do in order to make it a really good piece of fiction, a lot of, really good story, a really good book. And a lot of times you aren't going to get a good review out of it, especially if they're being honest. And you should be getting honest reviews. It's like, don't just give them something to say, hey, give me a 5-star review. It's like, no. Even if you gave me a free book, I'm not going to give it a 5-star review because I'm going to read it and I'm going to give it an honest review so that other people can know what to expect with this book. That's the way it should be. You shouldn't ask for the review back to say, hey, wait, let me see your review before you put it on Amazon. No, that's not how this works. You give it to them, they review it honestly. If your book's not that great, then hey, you do better the next time. But it's up to the reviewer to make that decision. And so, when it comes right down to it, a lot of them are going to ask, hey, here's what you need to do if you want a review from me. Especially people who have a lot of reviews because they do a lot of this kind of thing. So what you need to do is you need to read their requirements. If you cannot meet their requirements, don't even bother emailing them to start off with. Just stop right there. Just don't even bother. Because again, you're just going to waste their time and you're wasting your time. And so know what those conditions are before you contact a reviewer, because yeah, oftentimes they'll just delete your email, just ignore you completely. Other times it's like, look, they'll review your stuff, but you have to do something that makes it worth it for them. Anyways, any other reviewers out there have any similar things that bug them about authors just unsolicited, just throwing out review requests willy-nilly? drop a comment down below, and maybe I'll review that in a future episode. And thank you for watching Writer Rant. I'm Benjamin M. Weilert.